59 champions of John Glenn. Are you guys all with us tonight? Can we have the 159 stand up? Let's recognize them. I had a chance to attend a recent event in Indianapolis, and it was mayors from all across the country, and one of the things that they were talking about at this conference was some of the things that happened in Orlando lately. And you guys know the tragedies that have happened in Orlando. So one of the things that they did was they talked about we got to bring compassion back to our cities. And they had the Dalai Lama come, and they were speaking to the mayors, and the Dalai Lama brought Lady Gaga with him. So everyone said, what the heck with Lady Gaga and the Dalai Lama and compassion? How does it all work together? And I'm going to bring it around how it comes tonight. But so the Dalai Lama spends his life going around the planet talking about being kind to people and helping others and tolerance and forgiveness and those type of things. But he said that over the last couple of years, he's decided to rededicate his life to the youth and teach kindness and compassion and forgiveness to the youth. And who better to partner with than Lady Gaga, who's got 10 million followers on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So if anybody here follows Lady Gaga, you might see where she was talking with the Dalai Lama and the mayor about compassion. And the City of West End, we started a compassion and city program, and I actually had a chance to talk with the Dalai Lama's chief of staff. The Champions program that we have at John Glenn and Wayne Memorial is probably the best example of compassion in our community, because if you think about it, between the two schools together, there's 1,300 kids that are being mentored privately by people other than their parents. And people want to do it, and it's working. So, I mean, that's compassion, that's community. So I think with that said, we're on the right path. I appreciate everybody that goes into making this program successful. For John Glenn, this was the first year, and they have 500 students participated in the very first year. Actually, they signed up in the first 8 months. Is absolutely incredible. So thank you for everybody that participated. Thank you, Glenn and Patty Shaw, because when you talk about compassion, it takes a spark, and you two were the spark that started this brush fire of compassion here at John Glenn. So thank you both, and thank you everybody for participating.
Thank you, Mayor Wall. I have talked to probably 1,000 students regarding the Champion program in my office as we signed a contract to be part of the program. And I always ask them, why in the world would some businessman who they don't even know be willing to pay them $200 to improve their grade? And some students have said, well, he's just got a lot of money. And I said, well, there's a million things you can do with money. And he has chosen to give some of his money to the school. So there must be, to you students, if you work hard. And I'd always say that Mr. Shaw is about hard working. He's 72 years old, and he's always worked hard. I've chatted with Mr. Shaw about some of his childhood hard work, and he is a dogged, persistent hard worker. And I've asked, so some other kids will say, well, he just must like students. And I thought, well, I think that's true. He loves kids. And then someone else said, he must love Westland. And I always said to them, he's born and raised here. He was in Westland before Westland was called Westland.
We were here a few months ago. I cried then. I cried again. I mean, the stories are incredible. The people involved are incredible. My tearjerker here. What did I do with my note? Jeez, Louis lost his note. someplace, one of these pockets. Okay, thank you. Abigail Rogers, would you please come up? Abigail Rogers? Abigail? Ah, here she comes. I heard that you called and said, I want to speak. We said we only have 4. And they already signed up. But you know what? I want to hear you speak. So tell us your story. Tell us your story. I'll be right here.
My name is Andrea. My mentor was Mr. Cooper. I wasn't looking for it. Well, I'm just saying my story. I came from a different school last year, Children High School, and I was a 9th grader. So I messed around, not going to class, wasn't doing the work, just playing around. I had a 0.8, and Mr. Cooper helped me a lot.
And what did we finish up with?
And now I'm at 2.5.
You walk around here, you go up to a table and say, tell me your story. And you hear time and time again stories that just blow your mind away. It's just amazing. But I really want to take very special direction on every group here. Mentors, honest to God. You make sure when you talk to the ones that couldn't make it tonight, so many of these things would not have ever been possible if you weren't dedicating your time. We have a gentleman that's in the maintenance department. He mentored 5 kids. Guess how many are here tonight? 5. Please stand up. I'm sorry I don't recall your name. Please. He's Heidi. He's not going to stand up. Okay, I see you waving. All right, there you go. But you make sure everybody that's not here knows that how much Patty and I appreciate that effort that you put out to make of that people that got contracts signed, that the parents joined in with to sign that contract, improve their future. And you folks made it happen. But wait a second, there's another group all over this room here that helped make it happen at home. I heard stories from kids, my mom, really they were with me, and some parents saying, I don't know what's going on here. Little Johnny comes home and he runs right into his room and starts doing his homework. The parents' dedication here is so dynamic, so incredible. This doesn't happen. I mean, you understand how many people have improved and have achieved their goals here? It just doesn't go like this. The kids just didn't wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm going to be smart today. They've worked hard. And that's the other group that's here. Every one of you students put your full heart into achieving to be sitting here tonight. Your whole hearts were poured into, I want to be at the banquet. I'd like everybody to give them one more applause, please. It's